How long does it take to build domain authority? Well, that's actually the wrong question, and I'm going to ask you, why are you trying? Like, why do you feel like domain authority is something you should build? In this episode, I'm going to be talking about why one of the most important SEO metrics is actually holding you back, why building backlinks might not actually help you at all, and why so many businesses are chasing a version of SEO that died a decade ago. Let's dive right in. So you probably found this episode because you're wanting to build domain authority. And some people I probably offended with the intro and they're already out of here. But for those of you still here, you might be wondering, what am I talking about? Okay, so domain authority is actually a prehistoric concept, not that far ago, but it died back in 2015. So I need to explain. Search engine optimization is a service that I used to provide. We could get our websites ranked on the top of Google. It was a lot of work. We did a lot of things with link wheels and blog farms and article commenting that linked back to the website. We would do a lot of things with metadata and putting on YouTube videos and infographics and other things to build authority to that website so that our website and our domain would rank higher and higher in Google. Well, that worked back when Google was a website search engine. But back in 2015, I could see a change. It was becoming harder and harder to do this type of SEO for websites, and even when it worked, we were getting less and less traffic. But at that same time, I saw something different. I saw how you could take a single piece of content, post it online, and get views by your dream clients. It was way easier and it got way better results than all this work that was getting diminishing returns. So even though I discovered this so long ago, I mean, in the internet terms, a decade is a very, very long time. So even though I discovered this a decade ago, it's still very confusing because there's a lot of services out there that still do the expired version of SEO. In fact, there's a lot of tools that you subscribe to. Even if you're here on YouTube, you might have heard of TubeBuddy or vidIQ, and they'll give you their SEO score. Those scores are 100% fake. They don't tell you if your video is ranking in search. They don't tell you if you're getting any search traffic from their score. What these scores tell you is, hey, we found this list clear back 10 years ago, so do these things, and the more of those things you can check off, the higher your score will be. So I produce over 60 different YouTube channels, and across them I have many thousands of videos ranking at the top of YouTube. Guess what happens when I look at the SEO score provided by TubeBuddy or vidIQ? A video ranking at the top of search, getting search traffic and generating leads, it will say, oh, this one has a score of 34%, or this one has a score of 62%. It doesn't mean anything. So I can totally understand why you're confused. Also, a tool like TubeBuddy is going to focus on keywords. Keywords were a thing for the past. You don't need keywords anymore. YouTube, Google, ChatGPT, they are way smarter than keywords. YouTube transcribes every word that you say, but even beyond that, it analyzes the video and it knows what you show. It knows what your video is about. So putting in keywords can hurt you because if you try to keyword stuff, it will flag your video and YouTube will bury it, but you can leave the keyword filled blank. In fact, I recommend that you do. Just let Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT do their job. And their job is to match what people are searching for with the content that provides the best answer. So all you need to worry about is make content that provides the best answer. In the past, you were trying to convince Google that your website had authority. Now you just need to be an expert and create the best answer and focus on the person, not focus on the algorithm. Now think about recent experiences you've had with ChatGPT as you've done different research or asked different questions. There's a lot of time where we get answers from ChatGPT that we're not sure about. It's like, okay, is this right? And we dig deeper. We want to know the sources, we want to know the facts, and we want to hear it from a human. We want to hear somebody that's actually been in the trenches or hiked that specific trail or had this experience or accomplished this goal. We want to know from somebody that has biases, because if we can relate to that person, then we know that we can trust and we can implement it and we can have better expectations. So on the topic of building authority, real authority comes from relationships of trust. The more people trust you, then you really have authority. And these tools that we're talking about, Google, YouTube, ChatGPT, the more real authority you have, the more it can position you in front of all of these people on all of these places. So you can actually dominate search everywhere that your target audience is searching online. Now let's talk about keywords for a minute. You can't rank for broad keywords, but you can rank instantly for ultra-specific keywords. So in fact, I want to change the word keyword so it's not confusing. Let's just call it questions. So ultra-specific questions that your dream clients are asking online, if you make a video answering that ultra-specific question, in fact, that question becomes the title of your video will rank at the top of YouTube for that specific search. It'll also rank at the top of Google, and when people are on ChatGPT asking that specific question, it's going to recommend your video to them. Now, your website isn't worthless. The only people who visit your homepage are people who already know you. So your homepage is not a marketing piece, but you're going to have different landing pages. Let's talk about one other page on your website that is going to help you market, and that's a blog. What I love to do is create a YouTube video, because a YouTube video is more powerful than a blog. You're going to get more views on a YouTube video than visits to a blog page, but a blog can enhance things, and a blog can be really easy to create if you've already created the YouTube video. So here are the steps. You find the question your dream clients are asking, you make a video that answers their question. Then you take the transcript that YouTube gives you, and you can say to ChatGPT, hey, can you take this video transcript and write a blog post? Okay, so then you take your YouTube video, embed it at the top of a blog page, and take the article and put that below the video, and there you go. Now you've got a blog page that will enhance your YouTube video. On Google itself, you'll have your YouTube video and blog page ranking there, and it will increase the results that you get from ChatGPT. The last thing that I want to talk about is time frame. How long does this take? Well, the good news is, compared to website SEO of the past, you could do that for years and years and years and actually never see results. It seemed unending. But with this approach to answer engine optimization, really focusing on YouTube to get everywhere, when you post that video to YouTube, you can have that video ranking the same day. And with Google, it might take a few days. With answer engines like ChatGPT, it might take a week or so. But for lead generation, there's actually no delay. As soon as one of the right type of people finds your videos, you can start to generate a lead. Compare that to typical influencers who say that you need millions of views on YouTube. They're not focusing on lead generation. They're just focusing on entertainment and getting as many eyeballs as possible. That's not what we want. Imagine you have 10 people over the course of a month that are really searching for your help. These 10 people find you, love the video that you answered their question in, and let's say out of those 10 people, 3 of them become leads, and you can start to have conversations with them. It's very likely that you can have a customer just from 10 views. So in this video, I've tried to really paint a clear picture so you can see what's possible here. Now I want to teach you step by step. Okay, I've created another episode. I'll link to it right there. It's called Dominate YouTube Search Step by Step. If you really want to implement this and get these results, go watch that video now. I'll see you there.